Today, I'm going to be making a video on the cost of living here in South Africa, specifically me here in Port Elizabeth. I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I spend $2,000 US per month living here. If you're thinking about moving to South Africa or just curious what life actually costs here, this is the honest breakdown I wish I had before I made the move. My name is Michelle and I make content on relocating and living abroad. If you're interested in this topic, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to start with accommodation because obviously this is everyone's biggest expense. So for rent prices, I've seen in Port Elizabeth anywhere from literally like 4,000 Rand until 12,000 Rand. I'll put the conversion for you guys here. It really just depends on the area and it really depends on the kind of accommodation that you're getting. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, whether you're in a gated community, whether you're in the nature areas, it just depends on where you're at and it depends on where you want to live. I personally live in a furnished apartment, which is a little bit more expensive because generally they're treated as short-term rentals, and I pay 11,000 Rand per month with everything included, all my utilities, everything, and I have a loft 1-bedroom apartment. That's really cute and I really like it. There's nature surrounding me and we're in a gated community as well. The next thing that I want to talk about is transportation. In terms of renting a car here, it hasn't been too expensive. I pay about 11,000 Rand per month for my car rental. And I think this is a bit on the pricier side. I'm sure there are cheaper car rentals here. I did talk with a local the other day who told me you can get a car rental for about 200 Rand a day. So monthly would be this. But unfortunately, obviously, when you don't know everyone and you don't know all the deals, you sometimes have to settle for big car rental companies, which can be a little bit more expensive. Personally, if I was staying here long term, I would definitely choose to buy a car. They're quite cheap to buy a car. Gas is $22.59. The prices of gas I find to be very similar to back in Canada. I feel like gas is just the same all over the world, everywhere you go. But I've spent about probably $100 USD per month on gas. And number 3, of course, super important, is food. How much is your food cost here? Normally, when I go grocery shopping about once a week, I spend about 800 Rand. Anywhere from 800 to 1,000 Rand, I would say, depending on like if I'm buying extras. But it's actually so cheap, and the cost of food here is one of the things that I love. And not only is it cheap for the food, but it is good quality and fresh food. The food here is all made and produced in South Africa. There are very little imported food items, and I absolutely love that. And you can literally taste the freshness, and my body feels better just eating this food. Going out to eat is also pretty cheap. You can have a nice meal, 2 meals, 2 appetizers, and a couple drinks for literally 400 to 500 Rand. Super cheap and super affordable, especially for me coming from one of the most expensive countries in the world. I love going out to eat now. And before, when I would go to eat, I'd be like, oh, like maybe I'll skip the appetizer. Oh, maybe I won't have a drink, because when you'd see your bill, it'd be crazy. So here you can definitely afford to go out and enjoy yourself at restaurants and bars. And then I just want to talk about like some basic things. My gym membership is 550 Rand per month, which is very reasonable to me. It includes multiple different locations for their gym and also spin classes, Pilates classes, and things like that. Back home in Cayman Islands, I was paying like $35 US for 1 class, and I'm literally getting a whole month for that. So that brings my total monthly budget to $1,890, just under $2,000 USD. One thing also that I love here in South Africa is how cheap services are. If you want to get your hair done, if you want to get your lip filler, if you want to get your Botox, any of that stuff that you want to do, oh my God, it is cheap here and I absolutely love it. As a female and as someone who is constantly trying to glow up, you can glow up here in South Africa for extremely cheap, which I really appreciate. Some of the treatments that I did back in the Cayman Islands were 4, 5, 6 times as expensive as it is here. So like I said in the beginning, other areas can vary a little bit. I know that Cape Town's pretty pricey, probably like double the price of what I mentioned here. But if you're okay with not living in the hugest city, which is actually what I prefer, I think Port Elizabeth is a good medium, then you'll definitely enjoy it here and you'll be super happy with the cost of living, as I am. Especially, like I said, coming from a really expensive country, it is so nice that your expenses are not just eating up all of your money here. And if you're working remotely and you're earning US dollar or you're earning British pound, you are going to be set here. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it gave you some insight as to where you could potentially live here in South Africa. Don't forget to comment down below if you have any questions. I try to answer everything and read every comment. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching my video and supporting my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It's so greatly appreciated.